Please have a seat. We're about to begin. We should have enough seats for everyone. You can sit on the sides up to the front. Just come from the outside in because we have the graduates in the middle. But all of those seats on the left and the right where people are sitting here, that's all acceptable to sit in. Just don't sit in the first 3 sections, 7 rows up, okay? So if you're in the back, you want to move up down here, feel free to do so. The only thing I ask is if you exit towards the outside, not the inside. That's all. So 1 more minute, get everybody in, then we're going to start. Okay, I want to begin the evening's festivities. I just want to go over a couple ground rules. First of all, again, please respect the ceremony, the graduates. We want you to be excited. We want you to be happy. Again, we don't want any artificial noise makers or things that distract from the ceremony. I also want you to know that I met with the district superintendent, Mr. Vargas, and Ms. Majeri, and this whole ceremony is about the students. Students completely. There's no outside speakers, nothing except for a welcome by Vice President Elliott and a welcome by Dr. Vargas. So those are the ground rules. They're real simple. But before we start, I need to talk about something that's very unpleasant and also very sad. Yesterday, we lost 4 of our community members, young people, who were murdered near on Genesee Street, I would like to, in their honor, observe a moment of silence, please, for the 4 young people. Some of them were associated with the Rochester City School District. A moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. Now let me formally welcome you. I'm Joe Baldino. I'm the Executive Director of Operations and Instruction for the Rochester City School District. I want to welcome our distinguished guest, Vice President Elliott from the School Board, Commissioner Adams from the School Board, Dr. Vargas, our Superintendent, and Dr. Cristiano Atua, our Deputy Superintendent for Instruction. And we're going to get started right now with our graduates, and this is the best part of the whole thing, honoring them. The first school we're going to recognize as they walk in is All City High School with Mr. Armando Ramirez. Our next school of distinguished graduates is Charlotte High School and Mr. Michael Allen. Our next group of distinguished graduates, led in by Honorable Solar, East High School. Our next group of graduates, under the leadership of Mr. Wakili Moore, Leadership Academy for Young Men. Our next group of graduates, under the leadership of Mr. Anthony Bianchi, James Monroe High School. Our next group of graduates, under the leadership of Northeast Northwest, Dr. Linus Guillory, school students. Here we go, Northeast Northwest. Our next group of students, Robert Brown from Edison Tech, Mr. Brad Zilla. Our next group of graduates from Rochester Early College, under the leadership of Marlene Blocker. Our next group of graduates, under leadership of Mr. Brad Zillock, STEM High School. Our next group of graduates under the leadership of Alan Tire Soda. Our next group of graduates from School Without Walls under the leadership of Donia Owens. Stay on stage. Our next group of graduates under the leadership of Mr. Jerome Vaca, Vanguard Collegiate Academy. Our next group of graduates under the leadership of Ms. Uma Mehta and Lisa Traficani, Wilson Commencement High School. And our last but not least, our last graduate from the World of Inquiry under the leadership of Sherilyn Webster, the World of Inquiry. Okay, please remain standing. Audience, please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. Thank you. And to do the Pledge of Allegiance is Savion Rampert from Leadership Academy for Young Men.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll now have Devon Hardy, a student at East High School, sing the national anthem. He's being accompanied by Mr. Luke Wilson, a music teacher at East High School.
By the dawn's early what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Devon. Thank you very much, Davion, for that. We all can be seated. I just want to remind now everyone we have a full house, which is outstanding. Folks, we have to keep the aisles clear. Just a reminder, folks, we have to keep the aisles clear. Thank you very much. We have a full house. Thank you. I would like to start our program by inviting our superintendent, Dr. Bohan Vargas, to the stage for a congratulatory message for the class of 2016. Thank you. 2015, sorry. They're laughing at me.
Thank you. Congratulations, you made it. This is a wonderful, wonderful night for you and your family and for the district. So I want to send a great thank you to our families and also to the district staff, some which are here tonight, and the school board. We had 3 members of the Board of Education. We have a school principal, many other people who have supported you throughout your 12 years staying in the Rochester City School District. Perhaps for some of you might be 5 years, 6. That is okay. The message that I want to leave you with, and that is that there's always the possibility of achieving great things if you don't give up. And I think many of you know that better than I do, or many of us will know, because some of you have gone through a difficult time to get to where you are today. And again, you know that. You know who supported you. You know that teacher, that principal, or your friends or loved one. And you know this more than I do, perhaps, that to accomplish great things, you need help. And as you move forward to your next step, please don't be afraid to ask for help. But also always be available to the people who need you. And last but not least, my hope is that you will be the generation that will end out the violence that we have in our community and in this world. You will teach us the true meaning of love. Many of us from past generation remember what our mothers or father or great leaders like Dr. King taught us, and that is love your enemy. Hear me. Love your enemy. Sounds simple, but it's not simplistic. You have to work every day at it. It's not an easy thing, but you will not accomplish great things in your own life, in your family life, in community, unless you know the meaning of love. And I will say, with that word, I will say, and that's a meaning that you constantly have to challenge yourself to find it, to nurture. So as I leave you tonight, and as you move into this next stage of your life, just remember that everything is possible. If you don't give up, if you have an appreciation and understanding for hard work, and most significantly, if you do what you do with love. So thank you and congratulations to you and your family, and be well.
Thank you, Dr. Vargas. We really appreciate it. Next, first I want to recognize Commissioner Willa Powell, who has joined us on the stage. I also want to welcome Vice President Cynthia Elliott of the Board of Education for welcoming remarks from the school board. Vice President.
Good evening. Good evening. This is a great occasion, isn't it? My name is Cynthia Elliott. I'm the Vice President of the Rochester Board of Education, and I want to take this opportunity to welcome our parents, families, friends, and community stakeholders who supported our graduates on accomplishing this amazing milestone. Can we get a round of applause again for the class of 2015? Great feat. But before I get started, Joe had already asked you for a moment of silence, but I want to also just share that our hearts go out to the family and friends of those who were injured or killed last night. Please know that this community is hurting with you. And again, I want to welcome the class of 2005 and congratulate you. And just take a few minutes. What did I say? I just wanted to know if y'all was listening. Thank you for the correction. But I first want to take a few minutes to say a few words about what it will take for you and your brothers and sisters and friends to also be successful, and how education will be the key for your survival and for you to thrive in this new world. While I know that this is a celebratory occasion, I want to present some information that I hope will help you and help the students who are coming behind you. Did you know that in order for children to succeed in this new world, we have to start with our children in the womb? Did you know that research suggests that babies begin to absorb language during the last 10 weeks of pregnancy? Newborns can actually tell the difference between their mother's native language and foreign languages just hours after they are born. Did you know that there are children who are exposed to 30 million more words than other children by the age of 3? Did you know that the reading gap of some populations of children is as high as 49%? And further, did you know that if our students are not on grade level by 3rd grade, it is almost impossible for them to catch up, making it more challenging for them to be prepared for the future? And did you know that by the year 2020, the United States is expected to face a shortage of 1.5 million workers with college degrees and a surplus of 6 million unemployed people without a high school diploma? Did you know that the graduation rate can be predicted? If a student who enters 9th grade passes at least one regent and passes 4 courses and is in school 90% of the time, it is predicted that those students will graduate from high school on time. And lastly, although many students pass the Regents exam with at least a 75, it is important that our students pass with at least an 85 because a score of 85 means that our children are career and college ready, able to compete in the global marketplace. We must begin to think differently about how we educate our children. The world is moving on, and if our children are not prepared, they will be marginalized and will not be able to compete in the new economy. If we don't take educating our children even more seriously, our children will be unemployed or in a low-paying job with a limited future and limited opportunities and a quality of life that will not measure to what God wants for us. Our students, our children, have gifts for the world that will make the world a better place, but those gifts must be honed through education. I urge that everyone in this room begin to take education seriously, so every child who you come in contact, your child, your neighbor's child, please encourage them and help prepare them for a future by ensuring that they get a great education, because we are a community. And graduates, my words for you are to keep learning. Keep striving for a better you. Keep abreast of the new things that are being developed in our world. Make sure you are prepared for the opportunities that will be presented to you, because I guarantee you there will be opportunities presented to you. The question is, will you continue to prepare yourselves for those opportunities, even after high school? I know this is a heavy message. My heart is heavy, as I know that your hearts are heavy as well because of the situation last night. But let each one of us do what we can to make our community the best community in the world. So welcome. Know that we love you. God bless you, and God bless the class of 2015.
Thank you, Vice President Elliott. The theme of this graduation, of course, is celebrating graduates and all the successes of our students. But it's also, and it's been echoed already twice in two welcoming remarks, everyone here has a story. Everyone has overcome a lot. Some of you had, many people have had support. So this year, rather than bring in speakers that we didn't know, we've chosen two student speakers. And these two ladies are going to give their story and how what they overcame to be successful and to be sitting here tonight graduating. Our first young lady who's going to speak is Tatiana Howell from Monroe High School.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm Tatiana. I'm a graduate of All City High School on the Marshall campus and a former student at Monroe High School. I'm honored to be here representing the class of 2015 graduates. Let me begin by saying school was very difficult for me. It was a battle I thought I could never win. My main obstacle in school was respect. I was angry at certain things in my personal life because things didn't turn out the way I hoped. I just felt like all hope was lost for me. I was ready to give up not only on school, but life itself. I felt as though at the time, because I didn't love myself, no one would. Giving respect to others was extremely difficult for me. And I'm woman enough to say that. My motto was, my mom or dad ain't care for me, so why should I care for you? In school, every time I turned around, I was hearing, OMG, here come Dottie. What you did now? Who you done beat up? You're suspended for this amount of days. I got tired of that. I finally realized the way I used to carry myself with the I don't care attitude, nobody had my back. Nobody wanted to vouch for me on important things in my life. My heart felt heavy because of the people who were supposed to support me through my struggles actually hurt me. Back then, no one took the time out to ask me, well, is everything okay? Why are you acting the way you acting? All I wanted was to feel support and love that I believed I was missing out on. Respect was given to nobody, but once I realized that acting rude and nasty to shut people out of my life wasn't the answer, I began to think to myself as a woman, you should never let others get the best of you. That was a product growing for me. I stand here today as a fulfillment of one of my goals and to take a big step in my life. I wanted to value a couple people and praise not only myself, but the ones that pushed me to fight the battles and encouraged me to stay successful. Karen. Karen is my aunt that raised me. She was there through thick and thin. My TT was my backbone. I put so much pressure on her to where she was ready to give up on me and school. From getting a call every other month to calling every week about fighting, she held on and only asked for a diploma. Now look, I got it. This shit getting on my nerves. I wanted to shout out my sis Des. I wanted to let you know, thanks for helping me become who I am today, guided me through certain things when I found myself lost. I love you. Oh my God. Love you too. I wanted to thank Miss Manning. She was a teacher at All City. Miss Manning helped me with everything. It wasn't one thing she didn't stay on top of me about. Everyone knew Miss Manning was my big supporter, as well as Mr. Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez was a former principal at Monroe High School and a principal at All City. Ramirez and I went on this journey together, although we weren't supported in one setting. We found the support we were both looking for at All City. Others thought that me and Mr. Ramirez would never see eye to eye, but now I kind of look up to him as a father figure. We may have had some discouraging words thrown to or about each other, but one thing that was most important, he was there for me every step of the way, even when I really didn't know myself. He called me every chance he got to make sure I was on top of my ball game to make my family proud. Nowadays, young adults don't feel supported. Most young adults never knew what respect looks like. They believed that others had to respect them to earn their respect, so their belief was to not give respect. But when you have someone who supports and believes in you, you can accomplish anything you put your heart and mind and soul to. Finally, I hope that my words touch the hearts of others and inspire them to keep pushing through whenever you feel all hope is lost. For teachers to never give up on students, even those who make your job hard. Most importantly, for the district, whose motto is to treat every child like their own, to truly live up to their words, even those kids that are not at their best. Thank you, everyone.
Our next speaker our next speaker will be Janaira Manji Gonzalez.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Parents, teachers, district staff, board members, and especially class of 2015. My name is Janaira Manji. I am a graduating senior from All City High and a former student from John Marshall High School. This evening, I am here to talk about motivation. Motivation is defined as the reasons for others' actions, desires, and needs. It is why we move from point A to point B, or from the nervous or afraid freshman to the confident graduate prepared to conquer the world. It wasn't always like this for me, however. In order to gain confidence, one has to go through struggle. When I became a freshman at John Marshall High School, I felt happy, nervous, and afraid. I wasn't sure how high school would have turned out for me. I was happy because it was a start to a new beginning. I was nervous because I didn't know how I would fit in that environment. And I was afraid because of all the urban legends I have heard about high school. In high school, I tried to have all the friends. I tried everything to just fit in. I learned quickly that fitting in wasn't hard because getting in trouble never is. From skipping classes to disrespecting teachers, I did whatever it took for me to fit in. I have to admit that I am really nervous standing up here giving this speech, but I realized that if females can get on Facebook and other forms of social media and give out details about their life, I should be able to get my act together and tell others my story in hopes that it will inspire them to do things differently. During the times I was getting in trouble, my uncle was one of my cheerleaders. He recognized the leader in me. I often tried to live up to his expectations of me. Through my years of high school, I struggled with finding the person within my uncle always knew existed in me. On May 10, 2014, my uncle, my cheerleader, my inspiration, the one who loved to sing became my angel. Losing him meant all loss of motivation for me. I wasn't attending school. I wasn't taking school serious as I should have. I thought my world would have come to an end. My family was always close. Sorry. My family was always very close, and we're even closer now as we come to the terms with his passing. Even though my uncle is gone, his spirit still lives long within me. I look at things with fresh new eyes now and a different perspective. Famous author Paulo Coelho once said, "There are moments when troubles enter our lives and we can do nothing to avoid them. But they are there for a reason. Only when we have overcome them will we understand why they were there." My message to everyone is if you're struggling, change the way you look at things. Change the way you look at a problem. Teachers, change the way you look and think about the student that gets on your nerves, and maybe you'll be able to help them more. Students, change the way you view your life situations and find the positives that are swimming in a stream of negativity. To the Rochester City School District, change the way you view us students and understand that we are not all the same and we all bring something different to the table. The solution to our problems lies in the way we look at the problem. That's it. Oh my gosh. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Tatiana and Janaira. Those are wonderful stories, and thank you for sharing those with us on a night when we celebrate the success of all of our students. Now for the reason why we're all here. It's time to recognize our graduates. And we're going to go in order, alphabetical order. So we'll start with the All City High School students. Please stand up. And we'll begin the diploma presentations. Joining me on stage will be the school board members and other distinguished guests, along with, including Ruth Turner, Acting Director of School Counseling and Social Work, Amy Scheibe, Chief of Secondary Schools, Dr. Keith Babushchek, Chief of School Innovation for Career Pathways Integrated Learning, and Mr. Anthony Robinson. He's on the ground working with us, but he's helping us out too, Mr. Anthony Robinson. Okay, are we ready over here? All right, let's get the show on the road. Time to get moving. All right, here we go. Ariel Bevel. Take your time. We're not in a hurry. Karan Branch. Maria Bowie. I should know you. Isaiah Gale. Aja Cara Harris. Let them get their shake so you get your go cross knife. Aja Cara Harris. Tatiana Hull. Ronald Kelly. Raquel Key. Janaira Manji Gonzalez. I should know you, I'm sorry. LaCoya Bradley. Shaquila, you might go Keeler or Shaquila? Wait, I know your name. Pardon? Yeah. Shaquila McFadden. I know Kamari Mosley. I know her whole story. These are my peeps right here, man. Yeah, your peeps. Kamari A. Mosley. Monet Primes. Hari Ray. William Santos Camacho. Big Will. Okay, next school, Charlotte High School. Please line up. Clifton Allen. Mulik Bar. Hold on. Joyce Bachman. Angelique Cologne. Betty Jean Gonzalez. I'm gonna cover it up. I won't say that. It's covered. Glendalise Gutierrez. Romagino? That's a Romagino, right? Romagino Hardaway Jr. Shakim Hardy. Shakim Hardy. Cassandra King. Jessica Norris. Everson Porsche. Marquise Smith. Jamari Wirtz. Kiera Young. Jeez, I thought they would want to. Yeah, I'm trying to recognize. Lachey Anderson. I thought people would want to recognize people. Sorry, I got to speed up. Tajmir Bice. Jesse Dreyer. Jessica Green. Keishla Hernandez. Imani Lake. Joseph Nelson. What is it? Mark Reese. Mark Reese. Brianna Toll. Charles Williams. Shatira Williams. Naona Williams Rogers. Kymisha Witcher. Shamel Wyatt. Adiz Zaykan. Thank you. Okay, now we have the Leadership Academy for Young Men. Josiah Clark. MacArthur Jones. Markel Walker. Okay, now we're transitioning to James Monroe High School. Fonda Amungandi. That was pretty good. Alvin Gonzalez. Deja McKinney. Natasha Mercado. Lynette Pacheco. Luis Ramos. Shylin Rivera. Gotcha. Jamie Town. Sharan Singleton. Sienna. Okay. I know you with the burn and everything. Sienna Smith. Kamia Smith. Sheldon Smith. Okay, now we're at Northeast College Preparatory School. Yvette Carnegie. Precious Adams. And Aleka Gutierrez. What? Morgan Lucas? Morgan Lucas. Desiree Mateo. Portia Mizell. Angel Vega. Our next group of students are from the Robert Brown School of Construction and Design. Jamisha Buchanan. Marcus Chambers. Daquan Carlock. Tyus Edge. Marquan Gibson. Javon Jackson. Etienne McMillan. Ia Rose. Joes. Oh, sorry, honey. Ia Joes. My mistake. Nervous. Linda Nguyen. Sanjura Smith. Shaisha Reynolds. Tyrone Roundtree. Demarian Thomas. And Star Metellus. Rochester Early College, Andre Clark. Jacarl Hill. Now our students from Rochester STEM High School. Joshua Acevedo. Hika Anarit. Yasmin Bennett. Soma Biswa. Khalees Castro. Angeline DeJesus. Folks, we have to keep the aisles clear so our graduates can get back to their seats, please. Please back up a little bit in the aisles. We have to get back to our seats. Thank you. Rufino Gonzalez. Charcy Green. Monique Green. Diasia Harris. Chanel Hester. Janaja Kirish. Brandy Lee. Robert McCoy. Robert McCullough. Jacob Mortensen. Albert J. Rice III. Kitana Rodriguez. Kenshawn Smith. Ladrice Smith. Ari Tarver. Wantage Weathers. All right. He's my guy. Dantes Williams. Tyra Williams. Deshaun Wright. Our next group of graduates representing the School of the Arts. Shalimar Aponte. Kayla Baylord Morera. Okay, I got you. Tafai Burris. Jamela Craven. Leslie Felice. Hope I said it right. Michaela Hanlon. I say first name? Partida? McDwell Partida. That's one for me. Barbara Rodriguez. Yayo Rodriguez. Victoria Scott. Katari Williams. From School Without Walls now, Talia Justiniano. Yeah. Janice Gray. Brielle Harris. Shalise Myers. Shanaida Hernandez. Sabrina Diaz. Geneva Florence. Oh, I got a little too fast. Kane Gurrier. Now from Vanguard Collegiate High School, Lintasia Baxter. Kendrick Bronson. Jensen Bowie. Diana Fonseca. Amaru Hicks. KL Likely. Lorenzo. Giovanni Lorenzo. Bernadette Mutua. Asia Nero. Tyrone Oliver. Christian Rivera. Tatiana Navaez. Taisha Barrero. Cardine. Caroline Torres. Ike Wade. Lafayette, right? Lafayette Washburn. He's all excited. Amy Weiss. Wilson? Okay, we're at Wilson. Now, graduates, remember, you don't have your diplomas. We're wrapping it up, so make sure you stay for your diploma afterwards. Wilson, Stephen Carrington. Denzel Davis. Leland Fleming. Leland Fleming. Charnice Galloway. Sire Gibbs. Gabriela Gonzalez. Keani Johnson. The big man. Keani Johnson. Summer Johnson. All right, I'll try. Summer Johnson. Mia Melton. Tanika Morris. Again, graduates, please resume in your seats. We're not giving out diplomas until later, so I'm not sure where everyone's going. Walter Parker IV. Heather Puente. Wait. Giovanni Quintana. Destiny Stubb. I'm sorry, she's mad at me now. Dynasty Stubbs. She was mad at me the other day, too. Jode, yeah, your mom's there. Jode Solomon. Joseph Ramirez. Sean Stark. Sorry, I went too fast again. I talked to you on the phone. Let's get you. Johnny Tran. Buddha Sarki. Juan Torres. Tavian Turner. Graduates, again, have your seats. I'm not sure why people are leaving because you will not have your diploma if you leave. I'm going to say it one more time. Tavian Turner. Christopher White. And we have our student from the World of Inquiry, Keenan Slade. We have one more small piece of business to do. Can everyone please sit down? Graduates, please sit down also. Family, you have more than enough time to take pictures. We have one more thing to do, please. All graduates, please have a seat. Thank you. Come on back in, have a seat. Once again, the diplomas are not in the folders, so you have to come by and get those later, so please sit down. Hey, how you doing?
Great job.
Thank you. Yeah, I want you to read this one. No, you sure? No, you're supposed to read it. Okay, all right. Thank you, Dr. Vargas. I got you. Okay. All graduates, please stand up. All right, I got one more thing to say. By the power invested in me by the state of New York and an individual authorized by the state to confer the high school diploma, I certify Rochester City School District staff have reviewed the records of each of these candidates, that each meets the requirements of a New York State high school diploma. You're officially a graduate of the Rochester State School District. Please turn your tassel from the right to the left. You're now an alumnus of the Rochester State School District. Congratulations. Okay, hold on. Graduates, we're going to recess from the left to the right. So the first row on the left, please head to the gymnasium. You begin to recess. Go ahead. Recessional. Go ahead, guys. First row first. Out the door over there, please. Over there's a doorway. Out the door there. To the gym. Thank you. Yeah, they're going to go to the gymnasium to pick up your diplomas. Family members, please wait outside for your son or daughter.